Hello everyone, we're back in Toxikk today in build V0.8, the Basil build, which just launched last night, and by last night I mean early this morning. It took them a while to get this patch rolled out because I believe a member of the reactor was hospitalized due to a herniated disc, so well wishes towards him. But we're finally here. New map, there's a new weapon, there's a lot of tweaks and fixes, and I'm pretty damn excited about it. So here I'm showing a flyover of the new map, Artifact, which is kind of a medium-sized map. It's quite a bit bigger than Foundation, nowhere near as big as Twin Peaks. This is still a very much team deathmatch, bloodlust focused map, but I really like it. Really like the art style. Everything about it's pretty cool. I think it's I don't know if I like it better than Twin Peaks, but I like it just as well for the kind of map that, you know, the role that it serves. So I'm going to get right into it and show you a little bit of a tour before we get into combat. There's power weapons everywhere, as there is on pretty much every map. There's some well-hidden ones too, and I'll get into that. Quite a bit of elevators, good catwalk ways that you can traverse the map with. This is my favorite part of the map here. Look at that, a little koi pond. Well, what is this? It's a Hellraiser underneath the bridge. I found that the first time playing on a multiplayer match, which I lost audio to, so you won't be seeing a lot of this, unfortunately. I had a bunch of really good games I lost audio to. I was pretty pissed off about, but I do like that little touch. It's pretty neat. No shortage of other power weapons, though. I think that's one of two Cerberus rocket launchers on the mat. I think one of two Falcons. I know there's at least one Bullcraft, and but the layout's pretty good. I like it a lot. Pretty sure it's the only Dragoneer, and but you can pretty much get a weapon within, I don't know, 5 seconds of spawning if someone hasn't taken it. So it's I like the weapon layout a million times better than I do Foundation. It's a better map for that. So I think overall they did a really good job with it. I hate this map for Bloodlust, though. I don't know what it is. I did record a couple matches, but once again, I lost audio to them. I just can't get the rhythm down correctly. I get my kills stolen every time I turn around in Bloodlust on this map, but Squad Assault, I love. These troll boxes here that you can double jump up. So yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Free For All anyway. But it's, I don't know if it's because of the choke points or what, but I even like Foundation better for Free For All, which is saying something. Here I'm going in Twin Peaks to show you the new weapon, which is the Ravager. It's not finished. I'm showing you should be able to go up and right click and repair weapon or repair vehicles. It doesn't happen yet, and they will get to that. Here they have updated all the vehicles. Now there is a right-click alternate attack. As you can see, this beam is pretty fucking devastating compared to the normal fire on the Rhinoceros. So that's pretty fucking cool. I'm glad now that vehicle is actually usable. Nothing's changed about the Phantom except you can customize the crosshair on all the vehicles. So I'm showing that off. I'll show the new crosshair customizer in a moment. Still the same thing, but they just added some more crosshair designs. Here, remember that graphical glitch I was running into? It's supposed to be a flag. I didn't realize that until now. I guess they fixed it. I don't know if everyone was running into that, but yeah, those huge, whatever the fuck those things were, they're flags. So they fixed that, which is good. They've changed the Banshee around quite a bit, but you can see it no longer has laser beams. It's the minigun, basically like the Phantom has, and I like it so much more. It's so much more predictable, a lot easier to use, and I think it meshes a lot better with the other vehicles. So I'm happy with the changes there. Here I'm showing you the new crosshair editor. Don't forget to go to your video settings and redo those because it set me to like medium or some shit, and I was like, you're insulting me. So go back and do that. Here's the new crosshairs. I won't be going through all of the new designs. I'm just showing off all the ones I have for every weapon and every vehicle, but it's pretty damn complex, and there's like 40 something designs, and you can do 2 layers of them once again, so it's really cool. I have mine all set to white and glow because it fits pretty much every map and it's pretty easy to see them, but you can make them whatever color you want, make them glow whatever color you want, and I've seen some really cool designs people had in the forum, so I think that's great, and I can't wait to see what they add to it more. Here's me against some bots because I was pretty pissed off about losing all that good footage, and now I'm just over here shitting on average bots for the fun of it. I think I get a melee kill here. I had like 3 or 4, if you want to call this a melee kill, kills with this thing in a real match against some pretty damn good players, and I was really proud of it, and makes me even more sad that I lost it. But yeah, while you see some of the fucking hectic combat on here, I'll get into the meat of the review. I'm going to read, first of all, right off the Toxikk forums, where they have all the patches, and read off all the fixes and stuff. A lot of the bug fixes were just bug fixes. They were going, they've fixed a couple things with video options. Performance on Twin Peaks has apparently been increased around 20% according to them. I didn't have too bad of a frame drop on there, but a lot of people with older generation NVIDIA cards apparently were having a lot of trouble with it. Even some like 780s, but on my 970 I didn't notice anything too drastic. I keep the frames capped at around 66 anyway, so you know, I don't have any VSync issues relating to input lag. But some people were saying that, you know, run 144 Hz monitors, that was dropping from a steady 200 plus in Foundation to like 70 in Twin Peaks, which is completely not linear at all. So apparently they fixed that a little bit, which is good. The headshot hitbox has been reduced, and as you can see, makes right there headshots a little bit harder. I still managed to get quite a few headshots in multiplayer, which once again I lost the footage of. They fixed some fall damage shit where you could apparently fake, when you do the feign death mode, you wouldn't die from fall damage. Now you should. There's a few other little miscellaneous things. Fortunately, remember all those crashes I've been having? Well, there's a new set of crashes I've been having, but the old loadings in between loading screens was fixed. Thank God. I actually figured out a workaround myself, and it was just like they say, NVIDIA PhysX problem. This didn't affect AMD users as far as I could tell, but basically you went into the UDK engine.ini in the binaries folder and turned off PhysX implementation. And as far as I can tell, there's not enough particles or anything to even see PhysX being used in this game. So there's really no graphical or performance. If anything, performance is better, and there's no graphical disadvantages for having it off. So thank God for that. And it's completely turned off. You don't have to worry about it. That should fix everyone's problems. Onto the changes. I've pretty much shown the big ones, with the new weapon balancing on the Rhino, Banshee. The Raven pistol has been balanced. You no longer have infinite ammo. You now have 50 rounds, and the primary and secondary fire shoots 20% faster than it used to, but the damage has been reduced from 25 to 20. I think that's a better starting weapon myself. I honestly wish it would just shoot faster. I just don't like the pistol, but I've gotten to where I can use it effectively enough to get to another weapon, and I think that's the point of it. So I think in this scenario, in this map especially, it works well enough, and I like it. Bullcraft has been reduced to where you can no longer one-shot enemies with max hit points at 200. It's now nerfed to 192 damage. Still fucking devastating, because most people won't have max HP, but it's better off than it was, and it's still probably my favorite gun for these kind of short-range maps. I'm not sure what they've been thinking about the Cerberus myself. It sounds like it's been rebuffed. Max ammo was increased by 5, ammo count was increased by 10, and the spawn time was reduced by half, from 30 to 15 seconds. In a weird turn of events, it seems like there's more of them on the map, but I cannot for the life of me get as consistent kills with it, even after the first patch. I don't know. I think that rocket launcher is just way too inconsistent. I wish they would turn up the splash damage and reduce the ammo. I think that would make it more of my kind of what I like about, you know, what I feel a rocket launcher is, because it just feels more like a linear grenade launcher to me. And I know it's supposed to feel more like Unreal Tournament style grenade rocket launchers, but I'm just not crazy about it. Honestly, if they removed it completely from these small maps, I wouldn't even bat an eye if they just used it on the large ones. So That's my 2 cents about it. I'm not crazy about it, and I hope they find a little bit better of a middle ground than what they have now. Violator was apparently looks like, yeah, it looked like buffed a little bit. It's not really noticeable to me. I think it works fine. Dragoneer was also buffed. Apparently the fire reach is now increased by about 40%. I can't notice it. I don't notice it at all. And honestly, I think the Dragoneer is probably the most inconsistent weapon between playing with bots and playing with real players. If there is any latency at all, I'm talking like 50 millisecond ping servers, which isn't super high ping by any means. The right click, instantaneous death attack, if you get point blank, works 1 out of 10 times for me. Even if the person's standing completely still. Now, if I'm playing against bots, they can be running full speed away from me. I can catch up to them, do that attack, and they're dead immediately. But with any sort of latency, I don't know how that, they have that gun, that flamethrower programmed, but it hardly ever works for me, and I think the balancing still needs some playing around with, and they even say that themselves. So it's just, I think that's the most inconsistent weapon so far, and I can't get a hang of it, and I don't know anyone really can. So I think they need to work on that. Falcon ammo has been played around with, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. That's the big things. I've already shown off the map, the Ravager, new crosshairs, and like I said before, the Ravager is not done. What's supposed to happen is the normal attack is more or less a melee, where it spins up and it damages people. I don't think that's been fleshed out at all because of the way it looks. Just like blood flies out of people, and it's not really a real knockback or anything to it. And then the right-click alternate attack is supposed to be like a torch that repairs vehicles, and I tried to do that until I read the patch note saying that this couldn't be finished, and which is why the patch was even delayed as long as it was, because one of their team members in Reactor was hospitalized with a herniated disc. So hopefully he gets better, because we need that Ravager fixed. So get well soon, Marco. But I think this is a solid patch. Some things confuse me, like the Cerberus being somewhat buffed, even though it's still inconsistent, and I think the splash damage is off. I don't know. It just kills me that the alternate attack on most of the other weapons are way more reliable than a rocket launcher. It shouldn't. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that's logical to me. But with the Stingray, I can two-shot with the alternate fire, and they're done. But with rockets, who knows? You spray and pray and hopefully get something. So I'm not crazy about it, especially on this map. But I am very happy about the vehicles being rebalanced. I think they're a lot better. I'm going to probably play more cell capture because of it, and the performance being better on Twin Peaks. The new crosshairs are freaking sweet. You should check them out. There's a lot of new customization you can do, especially now that you can customize zooming in on the Falcon and all the vehicles. There's something for everybody there. And the new map Artifact is the best map yet for, obviously there's only 2, so it's not that hard to be the best map yet. For Squad Assault, I hate it for Bloodlust. I'm not a huge fan of free-for-all game modes anyway, but I'm just not, I don't know, it doesn't flow right to me. But that's as far as the technical side. I'm very happy with the patch, and I look forward to them fleshing out the Ravager especially, and getting any more maps. So that's good. But now that I got that out of the way, I do want to voice my concern over this game's player count and the state of the servers. I know this is an early access game and all, but I wasn't around for the earliest launch days of Insurgency, but even by the time it got into what I would consider around the 0.8, 0.9 range, there was thousands of people online all the time, because I got it in beta of last year, or a little earlier than this time, around January, and it was pretty much packed all the time, and had no trouble finding the game. This game, there was, when I tried to play after I lost the footage and trying to get more multiplayer footage, there was literally one server for Squad Assault that featured this map. A few other Bloodlust, but at least a majority of those had unplayably high ping for me because they were European or Asian servers, and I couldn't use it. So I'm sure at launch there will be a boost in player count, because I'm sure a lot of people are just sticking out and waiting for it. But it's getting to the point where it's starting to impede on me enjoying the game, because I just cannot find a decent server to get in. And once I get in one, you pretty much just better stay there for a while to get your use out of it. So I hope to see the community grow more. I was under the impression that at least a few hundred people were playing this all the time, but I guess not, because the servers are just so sparsely populated. So I hope that gets remedied soon, and I hope I can get into a server where the freaking ping doesn't make the flamethrower unusable and all my kills being stolen in Bloodlust like has been happening. So good patch all around. I hope the state of the player community improves with time. So that's pretty much all I got. I'm happy with the patch. I love the new map. I want to see some more weapon tweaking. I think they're getting really close to some of them, and I think they've got time for the other ones, but I hope they listen to the community feedback on like the rocket launcher and the flamethrower. But yeah, keep watching this game. I think it's progressing along nicely, and I look forward to the full launch in May. And we'll be back with some more reviews and overviews in the next patch. Thanks for watching. See ya.